Hello there and welcome to Ívar's Fly Workshop. Today we are tying a classic salmon pattern which is called Munro Killer, and this pattern has been around for a while and it's really effective. And to start the game we have to of course attach the thread to the shank of the hook and start to work with the butt of the fly, but the butt of the fly is made out of oval gold. And I myself, I haven't used the Munro Killer too much, since I'm not doing that much salmon fishing. I'm doing more trout fishing, but it's totally worth it to tie one for you guys. So it's an oval gold that the butt of the fly is made out of, and as I showed you, it's an uni oval gold. It's a medium. The thickness is a medium one. And to form the butt of the fly, you take a few wraps like this, and get the thread around the hook shank like this, and get the oval gold that way attached to the shank. Then we will just trim off the existing part of it, and we will use that part again just to form the rib of the fly. And this fly is not that difficult to tie. The body is made out of black floss, and I'm using an uni floss for this as well. And we are using a standard double number 8. It's an Ahrex hook, a double. Those are pretty nice hooks. And the thread I'm using, that is an uni black 8/0. That's like the kind of the thread I use actually the most. That's just like an 8/0 that goes basically for everything, but when I'm tying smaller salmon flies, like on treble hooks and stuff, I'm using a 12/0 and even down to 17/0. It's just a matter of size of the fly. But we'll form the body of the fly with our black floss. Lock it down like this, and secure it with our thread, and make sure that we have space for the head of the fly. That's very important. And pay attention to one thing: there is not, on this version of the fly, there is not a tail on the fly like there is on a lot of salmon patterns. And the rib, I prefer to do 4 wraps about it. Just depends on your hook size and on your preferences actually. I'm not sure if the fish is actually counting the wraps. If you made only 3, he's gonna be, oh no, I'll take the fly. It's not like that. It's like a natural instinct, I think. When they attack those flies, I think it's really about that. There is something ancient, natural instinct that controls that. And for a beard of the fly, we are using an orange cock feather. And we prepare the feather just to make sure it's enough for the beard, and we'll get that down by 3 wraps, a couple of wraps maybe, and then you can adjust it in place, kind of control where you want to keep it. Then you can trim off the tag end. The other part of the beard, that's this Guinea fowl, or perluhæna in Icelandic. I got those when I when I was like, I don't know, 10-15 years old, somewhere between there. It's a really old feather, but still works, does its job. And we pinch out like a similar amount of the Guinea fowl. It's a tight blue feather, and in the book which I'm using to tie the Munro fly, or the Munro Killer, it stands there. It may be it might be like a variation of another fly which is called Thunder and Lightning. And all in all, actually, if you look at the Thunder and Lightning fly, which has been around for a much longer time, that might make sense. So the wing of a fly, that's this yellow bucktail, and I already prepared some of it for you guys. And I find it, when you have like a whole piece of bucktail, I use the thinner fibers always. The thicker fibers tend to, like, if when you tie them down, they tend to stick out and just spring out all over the place. But those thinner fibers, which are like with nothing, no hollow on the inside, they are going to be just fine. And we'll be using a black bucktail for the wing as well, just the same thickness and about the same amount. So it's like a half and half, or a 50-50 split on the wing. So it's like a half yellow and half black. And we place, of course, the yellow colored bucktail on first, and the black on the top of that one. Some people tie this fly just with a yellow squirrel in the for a wing, and that's okay, because if you have like a squirrel which is like black and yellow, it will do the same. Now I'll just come in with my super sharp knife and just be very careful while you do this, not cutting the thread. It's just a matter of like a part of a millimeter which I'm just cutting away there, just to get the head into the shape I prefer to keep the head in. I'm kind of picky on my flies, especially the salmon flies I tie. It's mostly for friends. I'm not advertising myself as a fly dealer or anything, but it's like it happens by and by that I get orders or requests for orders, and not in like any big amounts. But when it comes to, if I'm selling something, I want them to be almost like perfect. So that's why we want the head to be the correct shape and stuff. So whip finish is done, and then we'll just trim off the end, and the only thing left is to give the fly like a little coat of a varnish, and then we'll be good to go fishing with it. It stands in the book. It's like a really strong fly when it comes into the summertime and like a late summer fly. So while we are just finishing the paintwork, I just want to say thanks for watching, and you might consider to like, share and subscribe to the channel if you like the video already, and let friends know about it if you have some who might be interested in it. Until next video, I'll just say thanks for watching and take care. Bye.